Ladies and gentlemen, look upon the mountain. Look upon Hafthor Bjornsson of Iceland.
I don't think this video needs any introduction. I think everybody knows by now. Hafthor Bjornsson. Again, and like within the space of a month, he has broken his deadlift world record.
With ease.
With the easiest possible pull I think anybody could have expected.
Was scary to watch.
Yeah.
I didn't see that coming.
No. I seen when he was just standing there like ready to lift, and you're kind of looking, he's taking a bit of time, like is he kind of doubting himself, is he? And then it's just the smoothest pull. Like you rang me, and the first thing you said to me was like 420.
Yes, it was like literally 420, and I think, and he thinks that he can go way more.
Well, he said it himself.
550.
550.
Yeah.
Multiple guys, and I believe I could take this record to 550. What do you guys think?
I just literally early comments like 550. Is it possible? Like that's what I want to see from the subscribers, commenters, whatever it may be. Like, is 550 kilos even possible?
That's a lot of weight.
But people said before 500 kilos wasn't possible.
True. But 550 is like, I don't know what kind of territory we're getting into now.
But like, he was easily, I think everybody can agree here, 525, 530.
Yeah, on the day I think, you're right. I think max 530
with a bit of a hitch.
Yeah,
530.
Yeah. I think you can get that on the day. Now that says, what do you go from there? You know what I mean? Thor was unbelievably big. He was massive.
200. He said he was weighing what, 200 before. I'd say he was probably at 205.
Yes, I think he was at his biggest. He was 205. I even when I watch his video with Mike Israel, I couldn't believe it.
He takes up so much space.
It's just like he just got so much bigger in a month and a half, whatever it was from the last time he deadlifted 505. And it's just insane. Like, nobody anymore can say that, that the lockout wasn't great or anything like that. When he did 505, there was a couple of speculations from certain people. A couple of clowns as well had their opinions. No, one clown specifically. My bad. Yeah. One clown has his opinion. Yeah. But it's gone. And he was there. He was there. He was watching it, right? And he called Thor, whatever names he called him.
I don't know.
You know, it was bad anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't think that anyone can say anything anymore. And there's no doubt in anyone's mind that 510 was unbelievably easy, and he's the best deadlifter ever.
I wouldn't even say he broke a sweat. It looked that easy.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I was speechless when I saw it. I was like, it was a speed rap in my opinion, you know. So, and then he goes and wins the whole show as well.
As like I said in the last video, it's like Darren Sadler said, if he went and did that, it was probably the greatest feat of strength in a single event. Yeah, I
agree. It's scary,
and especially by the margin he won by 8 points.
But 8.5 points, I think. He won. Yeah.
8 points.
8 points. 8 points. Yeah, it's scary.
Pavlo Nakanichny didn't compete.
He did, but Pavlo Nakanichny most likely, like, it could be done.
Yeah. So he actually went to the show.
Yeah.
I seen on
Big Loz's channel. His triceps on 200 kilos warm up.
Yeah.
That's if you get injured on 200 kilos, like. I don't know where you come from. But anyway, that's beyond the point. Because there was a lot of great lifts in the deadlift as well.
Yeah.
A lot of them. Adam Bishop, 470. Yeah. Unreal. Like, I didn't see that coming.
No. His stance, like, and anyone that's seen Adam, so I remember, like, after he did the 470, he went into the back room. Dude is huge.
He's jacked.
He is
wide, trapped, shoulders, like, you know. Like,
I remember there was the one stage he was, like, just sitting down and the camera was on him. I think he just put his headphones in.
Yeah, I see.
And they're just staring at him for like 90 seconds or something.
Scary big.
And he was just
scary big.
Like a snowman. He was just around.
Like Adam always had like close to perfect deadlift technique. Like, you know, narrow stands. He was always aggressive with the bar. It's like it seems like Thor copied his lift a little bit.
Because Thor used to be a lot wider.
Way wider, yeah.
And now it's like what Adam is. Adam is nearly like an anti-sumo.
Yeah. The Novikov is as well like that. He's very narrow stance. Like, you know, that's why I think he's so good at the 18-inch deadlifts as well. Novikov is.
Yeah, like, but like, see, Novikov as well, his hands were so close. Remember the year we went to the Shaw Classic? and they told him that his hands were too close.
Yeah, they couldn't.
They had to see a gap between the knees and the hand. And Novikov was just like, what?
Yeah. So Adam was very impressive. Now there was a couple of
one specific, and I think
mess up.
And I think,
can you say that?
I think the word begins with a C, and it's controversy.
Yes, it's
a favorite word on this channel.
Yes, and I think nobody can argue that.
No,
there wasn't. There was.
Yeah, there was clearly misinformation.
Yes. So Evan Singleton wasn't given 420 kilos deadlift by Magnus
Magnus. Yeah.
Yes, which was I didn't understand why.
Yeah,
I think even Evan didn't understand why he wasn't given.
He went up with Hafthor Bjornsson. And now I will say, I love the way Giant Slides did it this year.
Yes.
With the two platforms side by side. So
Up
it's not
to
like
a certain weight.
Yeah, so it's not like, oh, slow, here we go
Yeah.
again, here we go. And then when they get to the 470, when they know there's like, what, 4 athletes left, just have it a single platform. It was so much smoother, so faster. It was actually great to see the comparisons between the two athletes.
Very efficient.
But even when you see, so I was like focused on Hafthor. I think it was Hafthor. I think it was focused on him lifting. And then you see Evan lifted and you're like, oh, lift is done. And then you see him going for another rep. I was kind of thinking...
Yeah, that was strange. That was strange. And apparently the Magnussen wasn't happy with his rep, which I thought it was a good rep. Yes, I think left leg was
a bit twitchy,
shaking, like, you know. But other than that, I didn't see any issue with it. He tried to pull the second time, and he just...
But I think the biggest thing that Magnus, like the biggest problem was the hand movement. So, like he said from Mitchell Hooper, like he was saying in the commentary, that Magnus told him in like the rules meeting that if the bar is not high enough, he'll raise his hand to say lift it higher. But you can clearly see he gave a down signal, then an up signal.
Yeah, that was weird.
It.
Now, Evan objected to the lift, I believe, and he was given the lift.
Yeah.
So because Austin Andrade, as well, he got 470. Now, it wasn't a great lift by any means. I would say on the verge of saying no lift. You know, because at the top...
Very little hold in it.
Yes. So when you tell Evan Singleton to hold it and go up a bit more, and then you do this to Andrade where he just literally collapsed after he got 470
Instead
good
of falling
lift.
backwards, he fell forward.
Yeah, he fell forward, literally landed with his chest on the bar, like, you know. So to me, that was kind of like... I was looking into comments as well. People saying, no, it was a good lift. And I was like...
Comparatively to Evan Singleton.
To Evan Singleton, it was, in my opinion, it was worse.
Yeah.
Because with Evan Singleton, I didn't see any. I was rewatching it. I was like, I don't understand. What's the issue? Why does he need to?
Because he was like he looked at Magnus, and then when Magnus gave the hand signal, that's when he dropped it.
Yeah, it's
so
kind of like
there's a mistake, whatever it may be. But like Evan then obviously went for a second lift, and Evan, I don't know if anyone was seeing, but Evan withdrew obviously from the competition.
And says he got an hamstring strain or something like that.
Yeah, so he brought up. I seen it was on Facebook, and I think he shared it on Instagram as well. That because of the 420, he got a hamstring injury. He couldn't obviously lift the second lift to 420.
Whatever he did or didn't, like
he was clearly annoyed.
Yes, he was clearly mad and not happy because he knew like he was probably good for 453.
Yeah.
And then he's within the point, so he can start like going into competition and try to win the whole thing. But now because he's 420, he's losing a lot of points straight away. He failed so his opening was 400. That's it. That's all he gets. He's probably at the bottom pretty much.
Yeah, so he would have been in the second event. He would have been second. He would have been So he would have been out in the first goal.
Yeah,
of the second.
He was at the bottom.
So Luke Stoltman himself. That would have been it. Like
that's it. So to win was still possible, I think, but because he wasn't given 420, he was just too angry and too, I don't know, annoyed, like you said, to carry on. Like I know he said that he tweaked his hamstring. Though
I'd say there's something because he is a person that could lift 420 double.
But nevertheless, Paddy Haynes, for example.
What did we say? We said it would be great for Paddy to get 1,000 pounds.
Yes.
He did the 440 kilos. Then the 453.
Yeah.
And the 453 actually looked easier than the 440 in my opinion.
Yeah. 453 was very easy. He was very impressive. Like especially before he goes on his knees, pulls it.
He breaks it off the ground.
Yeah, just tries to break it and then he goes on his feet and just goes for the lift. It's impressive. Still has a good bit of weaknesses when it comes to his shoulder. like shoulders. He lost like the hammer hold a good bit.
Yeah.
And surprisingly, he didn't do too well in farmer's walk.
Yeah, but he made up for it in the Viking press.
Yes, in the Viking press he
and
was very good.
I even seen the roundup video that he did, and he was like, "Where did that come from?" He knew himself, but like that with the
How many reps did he get?
10 reps,
10 reps. That's very good. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's like Thor.
double digits, like
Thor got 10?
10 reps
Yeah,
as well. Yeah.
yeah.
But like the farmer's walk, I was the same as you, because I said in the predictions video like he'd want to walk that.
Yeah.
But he said that himself, that the bigger style giant slave kind of girders, he finds it difficult.
Okay.
But like I was actually so surprised that he didn't walk away with that event. Like.
Yeah, I was surprised as well. But that stuff happens, you know. So, nevertheless, he finished in 4th place, which is, I think, pretty good. We had him top 3, I believe.
I had him second,
Yeah, second, yeah.
So we mentioned about Hafthor Bjornsson, obviously getting the 510 kilo deadlift and the $100,000.
Yes. And the winning the whole show.
Yes, this is just amazing.
So what did he win? Probably 130, 140,000?
Yeah, it's probably something like that.
Yeah.
Not a bad day, not a bad Saturday.
Day, not a bad
so, like, obviously he went on to win the show, but like surprising for me, Bryce Johnson in second place. Like it was a phenomenal show.
American football player,
He
right?
played with the Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah. Like, and he's progressing pretty fast.
He looks like a younger Brian Shaw.
Yeah.
The way he kind of his style.
What age is he?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I'll put it on the screen.
Yeah. I'll put it on the screen. He could be a big deal as well in the future if he can be like Thomas Evans, you know.
Well, he finished 5th in strongest man on earth.
Yeah.
Comes in, finishes 2nd in the giant slave.
Yeah.
Like his Viking press, 15 reps on the
easy.
Viking. Yeah. Like
easy.
Strong.
Smoked everyone.
Yeah. Like the farmer's walk didn't do too bad for a big guy. Like I didn't as well. There was a couple of athletes that probably didn't do as well as we thought they would have done. But still, like just everything seemed to go so well for him. And I think if he keeps going on that kind of progression, he could be someone.
Is he going to Rogue Invitational?
I have no. I actually haven't even seen the lineup myself.
Rogue Invitational, they have that point system, right?
Point system, but I think they kind of overlook it maybe a little.
Yeah.
bit. Because was Ray O'Neill invited? Because by right,
I think he was.
Yeah, but he shouldn't be invited.
Yes, because he doesn't have enough points. But I think he was. Is he competing though?
I don't know.
Hopefully
That's a different video.
There's a lot of stuff happening actually.
Like
in
this week, like when I came in today, like there's so much.
Yeah.
Like there's going to be. Get ready. There's a lot of videos coming.
Yeah. Hopefully we can pull it.
We're making up for a couple of weeks.
But we not that great when it comes to consistency.
No.
But we'll do our best.
So we talk about Hafthor Bjornsson, Bryce Johnson, and like the finishing off the podium, like Matthew Rag.
Yeah.
Matthew Rag, what kind of came onto the scene, I suppose, was it 2 years ago? I think he came onto the scene. His deadlift was his big thing, that like the deadlift for reps.
460, I think he pulled before everyone started talking about him. I think.
And it was a proper 460.
Yeah.
Now, like
he has pretty good form as well when it comes to deadlift.
It was half a pint, I think, is what he bet Paddy Haynes to the podium by. But Matthew Rag, I can clearly see that he's after dialing in his nutrition. His training is completely different.
Yeah.
He looks like someone that's kind of gotten right. I need to just steer away from just the deadlift to being a more well-rounded athlete.
Yeah. If you want to win competition, you have to do that. You know, you can't just focus on one specific event like
the deadlift.
Yeah,
well,
deadlift.
Hafthor Bjornsson.
Like Hafthor Bjornsson is, but Hafthor has like so much experience comparison to loads of other guys. You know, he's competing since he's 21 or something like that.
Something crazy.
Yeah, so he's now 38, I believe. So that's 17-year career.
Yeah.
That's a long career. I know he had that. Three?
I'd say 4 years.
3 years? 4 years almost?
I'd say 4 years.
Yeah, and then the pec tear, probably 4 years, if you take that into consideration. But still, he has so much experience. He has such a muscle memory when it comes to like all these events, you know. So he has a big advantage over everyone, you know. And plus, he can most likely like spend that extra time on improving his deadlift, you know, comparison to other guys.
Because like Matthew Rag, even though like you're saying his deadlift was his big thing, some of the events that were there, they're not hard to train, I suppose, events, but like the thing is about the cardiovascular side of it is a big thing. Like the farmer's walk, after your grip is being tested in the deadlift, you have to go through that, and it was a long course for the farmers. Then you had the sandbag steeplechase, where we see athletes like Austin Andrade really struggled. Adam Bishop didn't even attempt it, which I can understand. He's had some issues in the past with biceps and stuff. Like, and you have Matthew Rag, who's kind of a hybrid of both. That like statically he was very good, and he's kind of gone into a stage that I need to get better at the moving events, or I need to get better at say certain events like the power stairs, which is a tough event to train as well because height is a big character.
Yeah, and no, the giant slide power stairs, they're not that bad.
You've said
They're not like
comparative to world.
Yeah. It's not even close, you know.
Yeah.
Like walls is like really suits like tall athletes when they use that setup, you know. But in giant slab, it's pretty good. Marius did it before, and it was fine. He was able to get pretty good time.
That was Europe's, wasn't it?
Yeah. So it's okay. So the last event, it wasn't that decisive or like such a tough event. Like I think in Shaw Classic the power stairs are way more difficult.
Huge. They're huge.
They're big.
But like the athletes that were in the middle of the pack, so like the Eddie Williams, Luke Stoltman, Tristan
Eddie Williams
Holt,
had a
Gavin
couple of
Bolton.
good wins.
Yeah.
He was unbelievable in farmers. What else?
The comb at the farmers.
Yeah, that was like
that was brilliant.
He's a show.
I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
Hey, look, he's there. He's selling tickets. He's good.
Yeah,
but like Tristan Holt, Gavin Bilton was good to see back.
Gavin Bilton 440 deadlift.
Yeah.
I'm about to say that as well. Super proud of the guy.
Yeah.
Like I think he meant the world to him.
You
to
can
get
see the
that.
emotion coming out.
Yeah,
like.
I think he's one of the things that way he wanted to tick the box when it comes to strongman. You know,
got the
career.
Welsh record.
Yeah, 440 is like unbelievable.
Yeah.
For him to pull that is great achievement.
But he even said himself that like after Britain's, he was like even thinking, do I hang up my boots? And like to come like to a stage, just over 6 months down the line, and you say, right, I'm going to give it another go. Like this could have been the make or break for him.
Yeah, I think it was. I think especially when it comes to the deadlift, maybe the deadlift, like 440 deadlift, will give him a bit of a confidence boost. You know, when it comes to like to his future in strongman sport.
So like we mentioned earlier in the video, there's like a couple of changes that were there. Like the biggest one I could see was that like the double platforms for the deadlift.
Yeah.
Like that was obviously
And
like
then
we said.
the farmers walk, so I think it was 3 lanes instead of like usually it's 2 lanes.
Yeah,
now.
because I seen the 2 lanes. Like some athletes were doing 2 lanes, and then it just changed to 3.
3 lanes. Yeah,
But like it's like I think Terry Hollands and Loz said it like after the first event, the deadlift. Like the deadlift realistically takes about 2 hours of the show, and you have a curfew realistically by the time the show has to finish, and kind of speeding up that process makes it like easier for fans to stay watching. There wasn't that many breaks in between. Even Paddy Haynes said it himself that like it was so quick between events to try get your energy.
I think it's a great idea because especially there's 6 events altogether then.
Yeah.
And plus, like, you know, we've been in a strongman competition as well.
Yeah.
If you're there like 4 or 5 hours, it's like
You start to get tiring.
yes, it's tiring. Like I
can't
think
imagine what it's like for the athletes.
up to 3 hours is kind of like it's a good time.
Yeah. Like what, like 5:30 to 9 o'clock, I think is like what their aim is.
Yeah.
And look, they got close to it.
Yeah.
We've seen like obviously there's some differences. Like Mitchell Hooper was commentating rather than competing. I thought his commentating was very good. I thought he had some good insights, a lot of stuff. We didn't see Colin
but
Bryce
like
as much.
yes, that's the thing.
Yeah.
I think it's.
And by not as much.
I think
not
we
at
have to
all.
address that.
Yeah.
I think we have to address that. I think that's one of the reasons why Hafthor is back.
Yeah. I think everybody probably knows that.
Yeah, I think Colin is potentially could be out of Giants Live.
Could be the case.
Yeah.
Because there was no mention of him at all.
No,
Usually he does
nothing.
the introductions like just before the athletes.
Yeah, and
He
like
kinda-
even in these podcasts that they do as well, Colin is all the times there.
Yeah.
And this time, I think most of the times there. All the times? I'm
I
not
know
sure.
Darren is always there.
Yeah, always is there. Yeah. So it could be like that Darren is taking over.
Could be the case.
And he's leading the whole thing now, and Colin Bryce stepping to the side.
Well, if it is the case that like you know that this is his first show, that is the situation, like it's gone extremely well. Like
yeah, it went extremely well. Like I think Darren now after all these years, how many years? Like he's in 12 years. I think he started like since 2013, 12.
I
think so.
Starting second.
Yeah. When I was doing the Europe Strongest Man.
Yeah.
I think he's the one who started to like invest a lot into Giants Live as a brand and promoting the Europe Strongest Man and stuff like that.
But he was
went
like
from there.
a strongman himself. Like I've seen, like
Yes, Darren. Yeah, he was phenomenal strongman as well. Like he was competing in the World Strongest Man competitions, like So he's a great strongman. So it seems like him and potentially, we're not sure, speculating.
Yeah, just a speculation.
Yeah, potentially they probably could be the case where like Colin and Darren just went different ways.
Because it wasn't, how would you say, like as noticeable. Like you'd say, oh, what's going on? But it's just as the show went on, you were kind of thinking like there's no.
Yeah, there was no mention.
Yeah.
I don't think like maybe he had a flu or something like that.
Maybe it wasn't. Yeah,
maybe it's the case. But I think I would guess this. I think that's why Thor is back.
Yeah.
It could be the case that Colin is walking away from Giants Live, and because I sent like good few messages to Hafthor and asking him, is there any chance of you going back to Giants Live and competing? And he says no, 99%.
That was a couple of months ago.
That was literally a couple of months ago,
Yeah.
and now
Like,
he's
not that long ago.
Not that long ago, no. And then something happened drastically, and I think he always had he didn't had an issue with Darren per se.
I don't think he ever mentioned Darren.
Yeah, I think he always that there was a bit of a thing between him and Colin.
Yeah.
And I think Colin is stepped to the side. Whatever way it happened, which way it happened, I don't know. But that's my speculation.
But it's the most logical reason, I suppose.
That's why Thor is back.
Yeah.
That's why he came back. I think one of the kind of like, I don't know, factors.
But the
for
reason
him to come back.
I would kind of double down on that and reckon that could be the case is because Thor broke the 5'10".
Yeah.
And what was the next thing he said? I'll go for 5'50". I have to talk to Darren.
Darren, yes.
Yeah, I have to talk to Darren.
So
But like,
kind of acknowledge that Darren is the new boss.
yeah, but if he's going as well, like thinking in the future, like, oh, I'll see what Darren can offer. So like, it's kind of saying, yeah, future Giants Live show down the road, which wouldn't be the case if Colin
I don't know
was.
how much more you can offer him.
Yeah,
100K is like 100K, like, you know. So to me,
there
that's
has to be
a lot of
yeah,
money.
like for you to break your own record, but like getting to that significant number is a
Yeah.
big thing. But like,
Yeah. Plus now Thor can go back and compete in Giants Live all the time in the first place, which he most likely, again, like he can win every single competition that he enters. It's like 30,000, right?
yeah,
Around
because
$30,000, I believe.
otherwise, like Giants Live is so easy for him as well because what's Iceland 3 hours?
Yeah,
of a flight
that's
to
it.
England?
Yeah, and it's like you fly in on Friday, come back on Sunday.
Yeah.
And you have 30K in your back pocket, like, you know what I mean?
130K.
Yeah. But in this case, 130. So I think that's a speculation from our part, but I can see that actually being the fact.
Yeah. Look, that's again, like you're saying,
Yeah.
it's just speculation.
It's kind of the big deal if you ask me.
It's look.
We'll see. Is Colin still involved with World's Strongest Man? You know?
There's a perfect situation.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. So I want to see what's gonna happen if he's kind of like walked away from Giants Live, and Giants Live, in my opinion, was his baby kind of.
Yeah.
Maybe it's
Well,
time to pass on the torch.
Well, all
when it comes to
I
this business.
as far as I remember, it was always Colin and Darren.
Yeah,
Like, so that's what I mean. I never actually seen Darren competing as such. I've seen the older videos from like
yeah, it's
archive
always
kinda-
Colin.
Yeah. So it's always Colin. So that's why when he wasn't there, you're kind of like,
Even in my first competition for Giants Live in Poland, like I met Colin. So Colin, the one who was like kind of doing everything. He was filming it. That Giants Live was his baby, you know. So now he may be like, you know, he just passed on the
could be the time, yeah.
business. Yeah.
But look, I tell you, from what I hear, from you hear about athletes talking about Darren,
Yeah.
if it is the case, from what I hear you saying about Darren, I think Giants Live is in good hands. If that's the case,
It is, and I think it's in very good hands. And Darren is doing a phenomenal job. Like he did a lot of good things for Giants Live brand as such.
well, he managed to get Hafthor Bjornsson back.
Yeah.
That no one ever thought was going to happen.
Yeah.
So look, I tell you, look, there were so many things that have gone on this weekend, like we were saying, that could be covered up. There's so many videos that could be like,
Yeah.
trying to get.
Yeah.
There's actually, the problem is now is trying to get so many of them done in the short space of
Yeah,
time.
we'll work on it.
We'll work on
Yeah.
it. But look, let us know what you think in the comment section down below. Like we were saying, we know there's so much to unravel. Like Hafthor Bjornsson with the 5'10", the win then afterwards.
Yeah.
Like I said, and Darren Sadler said, like, greatest strongman feat in a single competition. You have Bryce Johnson has got onto the podium. You have Paddy Haynes, who was doing so well, is only half a point off the podium. When we've seen the likes of Evan Singletons after getting injured.
Yeah.
So we've seen Evan get injured at World's Strongest Man and came back even better. So
Yeah.
it could be the case. Look, we'd love to know what your opinions are in the comment section down below. If you made it this far in the video, make sure to press the like button. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. And if you are subscribed, please press the bell icon. It'll keep you up to date with everything that's Lalas Brothers. And we'll see you in a future video.
See you later, guys.